So, yeah, action was first. Scary was first.
Yeah.
All right. So, what do we know about these players? Scaramanga.
He's pretty good. I mean, I forgot who he played last week, but he had a pretty decent showing.
Except, didn't he do that? Is he the one that did that build where like the 8 racks against?
Yeah, no, that
Yeah.
was that, man. He got wrecked that build, but the next game I remember he went like 3-pack Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty good.
And in action is the infamous third hatch in the net third hatch in the Nat player.
Yep.
Who I think he beat Loftus twice to get here.
I think he lost game 1.
Does Loftus? Oh,
yeah,
he did.
Beat him to get out.
Right. So we're probably gonna. I mean, this says ZVZ, but we're probably gonna see a TVZ, right? I thought.
This should be TVZ.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, well, whatever. We'll find out. Anyway, guys, let's start the game. Okay, in the top left corner we have the brown Terran Scaramanga.
And on the bottom left we have the yellow Zerg IIN action, aka in action.
Okay, word. Alright, so I mean I haven't seen Scaramanga might cheese, but action I think I've seen him mostly play standard.
Yeah, he's a pretty standard player. Let's see.
Some early game banter from Scaramanga. Maybe based on current metagame, I would say that he's the one that's going to cheese.
Yeah, no, definitely, dude.
because of the early game banter. Rich Butter Muffins trying to give us some spoilers. We're not trying to look for spoilers unless you're just guessing. In which case, your guess is as good as ours. We aren't seeing any really obvious cheese. Trying to lose says no, I lost this game. I mean, I guess you did a good job. We don't know if this is yo. Stop with the spoilers though. Anyway, let's see. Depot.
It's a weird placement.
Yeah. I'm gonna start kicking people. Fuck them. All right, that's it. Should we ban inaction from his own game?
No more spoilers at this point, dude.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Shut your mouth.
Right? What's the point of getting a cat? All right, we're just gonna not cast this one. Then we're just gonna skip it. No, I'm just kidding. Assholes. All right. Anyway, so
pretty standard.
yeah, standard as hell.
Good racks placement. Pretty close to the ramp.
What is this? What is this early ass drone?
I feel like he did that last week, but
there's no pool.
It's not necessary. You can scout after you get that first hatch.
Wait, he's 9 drone scouting while going
first,
while going hatch first.
Exactly.
That makes absolutely no sense.
I guess he wants to see if Terran's gonna go cheese.
Yeah, but
given Scaramanga's reputation, so
yeah, that's
maybe
possible.
It's not a bad choice. He watched the replay last week.
I don't know. He has Overlord going to center anyway.
Yeah, but Scaramanga built that 8 racks up front. You know, he might do the same thing over, but.
Does 12 hatch really lose to that?
To 8 racks?
Yeah.
You can, yeah. Flash has beaten Jaina like that before. It's pretty strong.
But would you say it's worth doing every game? I don't think so.
No, I think it's good for series play. Not so much in a BO1. It's kind of high risk.
I wouldn't say it's high risk. It's just self-damaging.
Self-damaging, yeah. Because if the Zerg goes pool first, you're kind of boned. So.
You mean if the Terran? Because the Zerg's the one that's going. Oh, you mean the 8 racks?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about the drone, the drone scout at 9. I don't think it's worth it.
No, not worth at all.
Yeah. So are we gonna see a third hatch? Yeah. A little bit late, I think. Like he was kind of fiddling with fiddling with the minerals, but it's nothing serious. I like this Overlord position. This is something that Zerg players should note often is that you can place your Overlord here. You can kind of see when the Terran moves out as long as they're walking down this way.
Yeah.
And Marines can't hit it until they have range, I think, and even then you can kind of just run away this way.
Yeah, it's good. It's good for like wasting scan and stuff.
Yeah.
And for command center,
yeah. Command center. I like the SCV block, although I don't think it's absolutely necessary.
Not
I mean,
necessary.
Didn't he scout?
He did scout. Also, one thing to note: Scaramanga is going gas, and I don't know if he's going to do that same factory build as he did before. It seems like it worked out pretty well for him last week. So, Wings are now approaching Scaramanga's base. Minimap. It's wasting time killing the SCV, so at least it denies the scout, so it's not a bad idea, I guess.
And there is 8 lings actually.
It's a lot of lings.
Maybe some pressure. Or we're just gonna park here. I see you going out trying to scout again. Is he gonna get denied? Good, nice. I like that. I like that. He scouts up, sees how many Marines there are. He probably saw the command center. Actually, let me see this.
Definitely saw the command center.
Yeah, he should have, which is great. It was, and he also he didn't lose any Zerglings from it. He denied the scout, which I think was going out there to scout with. We have, and now we're moving out. Would you say it's a little ballsy to move out with 5 Marines, 2 SCVs against what you saw with 8 Lings?
Yeah, but fortunately it works out in his favor.
Yeah.
If Action decides to go Speedling, he could potentially get flanked.
Yeah, let's check what Action is doing. We have layer almost done. Speed is
Speedling's
halfway.
on the way.
Yeah.
Creep Colony, I don't know if this is necessary at this point. I mean, he has the links to scout outside his base, check Marine count. So this might be a little overly excessive.
It's not just that; it's also early.
It is way too early.
There's no reason why. There's no need for two whatevers. What are they called?
Okay, colonies. So we are going 2 barrack. That's a pretty fast upgrade. Not a bad choice by any means. It might be going for an early sunken push, but I don't know if that's possible with the low barrack count.
I'm noting one thing that's definitely a problem here, though. He didn't get scanned right after Academy. I'm pretty sure he's supposed to get scanned right after Academy, right? So you need that. And he's only gotten... Actually, well, he has 1, but he hasn't used it yet. Oh, now he used it. Let's see where he uses it. Does he catch the Spire? Yes, he does.
Catch the Spire.
Alright, this is something that I want to note to Zerg players. If you place your hatchery over here, and then place your Spire over here, it forces Terran to use potentially up to 3 scans in order to find out what you're doing. He would spend 1 on the natural, 1 on the main, and be like, fuck, and then he would have to wait and scan here.
Exactly.
So whenever you have a 3rd hatch, I suggest placing it somewhere where he's not going to find your tech. Or in this case, you could have put your Spire over here. Then he wouldn't have been able to scan it. He wouldn't know if you're going Hydroden or need it. And so now, Zerglings see that Marines and Medics are out. And let's see what is there going to be a reaction? No, good. He knows that there's not enough out yet, and he does catch some Marines out of place, which is good. The amount of Marines is not really that high. I wouldn't be scared at all.
I mean, I think it's just to force the Sunken Colony. Not a bad idea. As a Zerg, you're kind of scared.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So you might as well just push out, for the sake of forcing Sunken Colonies.
Also, I think it's delayed his Muta too, because look, he has he was ready to make Mutalisks, and he's only going to have 4 coming out, I think. Ideally, Zerg should try to save 900 for the second that their Mutalisks spawn, but even though, like, I would say 3 colonies shouldn't...
It shouldn't affect that.
No, it should affect it, but it should cost you at most 1 or 2 Mutalisks, not 5 of them. So there's definitely something wrong with...
a run by? Why is he going back?
I don't think there's an opening, and now the Marine count is actually growing.
4 barracks.
4 barracks. 4
good.
4 plus 1 push. Is that the thing now?
I think it's
and we do have.
How did you run by? What the hell?
Oh, they're probably injured though from the bunker. I would have liked to see a little bit more micro here. He could have definitely.
Just some lazy micro.
Yeah.
3 SCVs. Pretty good trade.
No, the trade itself is great, but I feel like he could have done a lot more.
Definitely.
He could have come around here and killed this turret, for example. Then flew the Mutalisks in there. Or at least start damaging it, then when SCVs get sent to repair, he starts attacking it. And let's see, we have 8 Mutalisks going out. 8 Mutalisks is the minimum that you need in order to... No, actually, I think you can do it with 7. Yeah, you need at least 7 Mutalisks to one-shot SCVs, so...
Ooh, it's a lot of turrets. It's taking a lot of hits.
Yeah. I see what the problem was now. His drone count is really low for this build. 21 drones is kind of low on the low side for 3 hatch Mutalisk. Yeah.
Nice SCV snipe.
But he did get the Mutalisk out at an okay time.
I think he can get a little more SCVs.
Oh, definitely. These Marines are not approaching. They're not in a good place to defend against this. And he did kill 2 of the turrets. And now he's coming back. I think he just took a little macro break, and this is good. I like this a lot.
Yeah, this is really good. It forces Terran to stay in his base.
Yeah, this position right here where he forces the Marines down and then he can snipe them from the uphill. Oh, overcommitted a little bit.
Wasted. Nice.
But Army's out of place now. Medics over here. And one of the most annoying things as a Terran player is the fact that your SCVs get injured, so the medics run around healing SCVs.
It's super annoying.
So you have to make sure that you're managing, because look, neither of the medics are near the Marines right now. He had a definite opportunity to hit a lot of Marines right here, but he missed out on it. He's going in on the main, but the turrets are in place, and oof.
I don't think he's lost. Oh, now he lost the okay.
Yeah. I don't know about it. That escape route.
Can we look at the trademark third hatchery on the ground? This is why we don't do that.
This is, this was definitely after our least flash pass. So yeah, I don't know why he continues to do this.
Lurkers are way too late. By the time you built that third hatchery, you should have 2 hydras on that ramp.
Yeah. So let's see what his hydras.
Yeah, his hydras are way too late.
Yeah, and I'm.
Wow, it's a fast hive.
That is a fast hive. Is he going crazy? Well, he's not going crazier because he already has the hydra.
Dude, I think Action's just doing his own thing.
Yeah, I don't really know what he's doing. I'll be honest with you.
Dude.
Oh, he actually already had lurker upgrade too, so there was really no excuse. Yeah, so if he just had the 2 hydras here and the hatchery up here.
Dude, my man's innovating.
I mean, this isn't ZVP. Like we just proved why it's so stupid.
Dude, I like Scaramanga's map control. He's got Marines on the bottom right. He's got Marines in the center.
Yeah,
it's really good.
I would say that these are 2 of the stronger players in the league right now, I think.
Or in this group? Or in this league in general?
In this league in general. I mean, both players at least have some semblance of an idea. Look at that. He's he looks like Flash right here. He's recombining his forces, marauding across the map. Oh, but the Lurkers are in a great spot. Great spot, too. Look how great this spot is, because he knows that Marines are going to want to come in this way to enhance their arc, right? So that was great placement. The lack of siege tanks right now pretty much denies this push entirely.
It's a little concerning, yeah. But it's good map control, for sure.
I was about to say, I would like to see the Mutalisk take advantage of the fact that the Marines are now out of position and do some damage with that. And he is trying to get his drone count up. He's up to 27, but he is supply blocked also, which is not good. It looks like, this third base is going to get denied as well. That's just way too predictable, you know? Like, if you need to defend this with some lurkers as well here. And I like this too. Look how he positioned his Marines so they would be ready. Oh, is he gonna? That's so cute. That's so cute. Oh. Look at that.
He's gotta retreat though.
Oh, he's trying to do the Marine micro. I think he would have been. Oh my god. Wow, you would have been so much better off just
but he's gonna bust, knowing that the lurkers are defending his gear.
Wow. Is he gonna get in though?
That was nice.
Yeah, dude, that
was nice.
That's clutch.
That was nice.
Yo, let me see the split though.
Oh my god! Scaramanga.
Dude.
Wow.
Yo, chill with the flash though.
Dude, I like that.
That was nuts.
That was a great bait. Holy shit. Knowing that Zerg needed that third ASAP.
Yeah.
I don't know if he scanned that 9 o'clock. It might have been a little predictable, as you said. So he might have forced the lurkers to come to 9 o'clock.
You know, honestly,
bust right through.
Yeah, I feel like it was a great idea, but he stopped like one step short. You know what I mean? Like, because Scaramanga, because it would have been smarter to let the lurkers up the ramp than to block them at the ramp, right?
Yeah.
Because so if the lurkers went up the ramp, then he could actually put the 2 medics on the ramp.
Yeah,
then he could just block that. Yeah, I mean, it was a great idea regardless. I'm not going to say that, but like I feel like he took 2 great ideas and you did both of them, but together they kind of work against each other a little bit.
Yeah.
But it still worked out beautifully.
That was great.
Yeah, I have to give major props to Scaramanga.
What a great start to game 1.
Yeah, I would. All right, so tips for our players. I would say for in action, most definitely learn how to place your hatchery where it needs to be placed. Have your hydralisks ready to block the ramp. You wouldn't have been in that predicament in the first place if you expanded like a normal Zerg expands.
Yep. Also,
make sure your 3-hatch Mutalisk build is correct, because I feel like, I don't know if it was the 8 Zerglings at the start or why, but you had a very low drone count when you went Mutalisk. You only made 4 Mutalisk at a time, and as a result, your Muta harassed. It did damage. You did pretty good damage with your Mutas, but you could have done a lot more. I feel like.
I mean, the 3-hatch Muta, it's got to be on point. Like, it's got to be your bread and butter. If you're playing Terran, you need to have that 9 Muta timing down.
And on top of that, Terran, especially a Terran that's going Rax FE, isn't really going to do much to you until your Mutalisks pop out.
Exactly.
And that's exactly the moment when you need your Mutalisks the most, is because that's when the +1 bust comes in, when your Mutalisks pop. So if you don't have 9 Mutalisks when the bust comes, if you don't have 9 Mutalisks when the bust comes, then you're going to be behind. You might even die. So definitely clean up your build a little bit.
Good games.
Yeah. What about Scaramanga?
Not much to say. He had pretty good map presence.
Yeah, I feel like he did.
I think it's just a matter of refining the build order. I didn't see many tanks, if at all. I don't know if he built tanks.
Yeah, he just had a factory, but I didn't see a single tank.
But it was good play overall. For sure.
I think we were at pretty much the 9-minute mark. I mean,
yeah.
So like at that point, you should at least be thinking about transitioning into vessels and tanks.
Yeah.
I feel like he also kind of took a big risk coming out with 5 Marines, 2 SCVs against 8 Lings, who might or might not speed.
Risky, yeah.
A different player, someone who was a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more.
Yep. I've been at that point where like I'm trying to get this base ASAP, and then just get surrounded by Zergling. You gotta be careful with, especially if you're building command center on the ramp.
And he didn't scout. He didn't get a scout off.
He did it. Yeah.
Here, switch chairs because you're clumsy. Alright. So yeah, I feel like he got 1 scout denied, and then his other scout got denied inside his own naturals, and his second comp stat was late also.
Yeah.
That's not good either, because if in action had placed his spire in a tricky place, it would have been troublesome. All right, so let's update the bracket. All right, let me see how. All right. Okay, so we have inaction moving into. Oh shit. What the hell? Oh, I got it. Alright. What the fuck? Why is it doing this?
Part of the technical difficulty.
Yeah, right? I swear, what the hell? Alright, fuck it. That makes no sense. I was doing everything perfect earlier. Alright, so inaction moves into game 4 as inaction lost. So
he lost, yeah.
Yeah, so he's going to a loser's game. Scaramanga going into the winner's side of the bracket. We esports now. Alright, now we're gonna have Blixt versus Probu.
These niggas, yeah,
that's right.
Yo, what you know about that, Richie?
Yeah, right? Oh, that's Richie? What up?
That's Richie.
Word. That explains everything. I was like, yo, who this BMS motherfucker? who this low manner nobody? I don't know. Alright, anyway, so Blix versus Probu.
Probu! If I recall correctly, Blixty's that guy that has like super high APM. You know, efficiency, Elmaster style.
Oh, Blix? Yeah, no, dude, but he's the one that did the monster FD pushes.
Yeah, he had that monster FD push. And he would peak at like 700 APM. Yeah, look at that shit going on.
Yeah, all of these games are pre-recorded. We're casting replays, and look at this. This is the SC2 player also. So you notice the lack of auto mine.
Look at that 380 APM coming in the clutch.
Yeah, 380 APM idle SCV, 5th SCV idle.
22nd, good start.
All right, enough shit talk though. We do know that this guy is gonna be a monster later. So, but this is Blix, the orange Terran, and in the bottom left we have
the red Protoss Probra.
Okay, so I'm eager to see this FD. I want to see a repeat performance of this guy would be what's called the D rank Sero.
Yeah, no, the FD master.
Yeah, the FD master himself. So I would like to cultivate that kind of storyline, I guess. Young Sero, and who would Proba be? I mean, I don't really remember what his games were like. So, or maybe, yeah, I think I should because I casted. I've casted so many people recently. So, all right,
pretty early scout.
Yeah, this is.
Did you say Epon scout's necessary? I don't think so.
I don't. No, I think we talked about this last time. Also, is the fact that Pylon Scout is almost absolutely unnecessary.
I guess he's scared of the BBS.
Or is he going 12 next?
No, I don't. If you go 12 next, I don't even think he just got that early. To be honest.
What I do like is his scouting pattern. I scout the same exact way, but after Gateway, you check the center first for BBS, and then you continue on your path.
Yeah.
Because if you scout diagonally, you might end up doing this Z pattern, which makes you have like the latest of possible scouts. But this way, he gets into the base relatively early. He sees what's going on. Yeah, is he gonna cheese?
Oh,
I like it. 11.
You like it?
11. He cut an SCV for like 10 seconds just to pop the gas down. Especially at the lower ranks, playing without gas is practically impossible. So.
To be fair, if you do get gas, if your gas does get stolen, a good way to counteract that is to just go Rax FV.
Yeah, but even the problem is that opens you up to a follow-up cheese.
It does.
If someone does gas steal into like Zealot and then Zealot pressure and then 3-gate goon or something like that, then you're in a lot of trouble,
Let's
right?
take a look at Probora's base. He's looking like he's going 12 next, which is gonna get scouted early, which is good for Terran.
Yeah, so I was right. Yeah, he was scouting just for the BBS to make sure he doesn't get his 12 next busted. So it's definitely very safe. I feel like he slows down his 12 next, so it might hurt him a little bit in the future.
Yeah, but the information is there, so he's pretty.
He's not gonna insta die. He makes sure that he can't die right away.
Yeah.
He would rather be a little bit more behind later than insta die. And just a note to Terrans. Well, I'm gonna pause here real quick. This wall. It looks like it should work, but it doesn't. The
rule of thumb: supply depot always on the right side of barracks.
Yeah, supply depot always on. Hamtaro says Pro Boost Peruvian. Who the fuck goes racked? Was called 12 next as a Peruvian. All right, I guess we're seeing an evolution of the game. Anyway, so this gap right here, it's too big, and under the racks is too big. On top of the racks is tight, and to the right of the racks is tight. So in this location, the question is, what do you do? What you do is you place your barracks right here, and you place your factory right here. And believe it or not, this little corner, the corner of the barracks and the factory, actually is tight. It's tight even against Marines, and that includes probes, SCVs, and everything. It's not tight with Lings, but it's tight against everything else. So in the future, barracks over here, factory over here.
Or supply depot.
No, I don't think supply depot works.
It does.
It does?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, but you need 2 though.
You just need 2 supply, 1 barrack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need 2 depot.
That's fine.
All right.
It's really the kind that it's like, do you want to wait for the timing to get the factory up, or do you want to block your wall ASAP? Doesn't really matter.
And so Blix knows about the 12th. Oh no, I thought he knew. He started going there and he started going back, so I thought he saw it already, but I guess he doesn't. So he's gonna find out soon. And what is he doing? It would be great if he was proxy facking. That would be amazing.
That'd be
but
cute.
Yeah. But he's just kind of chilling here. I'm not sure if he did see it or not. Let's find out if he saw it. Kind of missed it.
He did see it.
Yeah,
okay.
he did see it. He knows. All right, so I wonder what this SCV is doing here then. Is he planning to proxy, or is he... I don't know. But we do see 2-gate cybernetics. So Probula definitely has knowledge of the game. I'm liking his build. It's very clean, doing exactly what he needs to be doing. Factory is on the way, and he did pull SCVs up. Yes, we are going to see the legendary FD Master. Let's see, how many Marines is he making? He's making 4 Marines. Oh, lifting the factory.
Oh, no.
That slows you down a little bit. I think that's a little bit too much. Like, he didn't need to lift it at that moment. He could have made 1 factory with it being tight and then made the rest of them off center.
Oh, it's definitely possible.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like, it doesn't seem like much, but you just slow down your push by 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So, and 5 seconds could be the difference between 3 Dragoons and 5 Dragoons.
Especially in 12x. Once they get that goon flow coming out, you're not going to get anything. So he is going FD.
He's going strong FD, it looks like. Cause not strong FD, but a heavy FD at least. Like, because usually you don't...
Oh, he is going for the strong FD, maybe?
No, I mean, he would need to queue up a second tank, but he has 3 on gas. So, yeah, it does look like a strong FD. So, I would like to... I mean, strong FD, if we've already seen what he can do with a regular FD. I want to see what he can do with a strong FD.
I don't know if he's going to go strong FD, though, because it looks like he's researching mines. So.
I get mines, too, when I strong FD.
For strong FD, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2 tank, like...
Siege mode?
Marine.
Yeah.
I don't even think you need siege mode for that.
Yeah, I get 2 tank and mines.
Oh, wow.
No, because then you use the mines to cover the... in case you don't win with it, or in case you don't punish
it.
And it also helps because, let's say, once you do get here, right, you lay mines over here, and then the Dragoons can't come out. Yeah. And then you build a bunker here for your Marines.
Yeah.
And then you just take down the Nexus and you send your tanks back, and then that's it. So let's see how it actually will play out. We do see already a pretty sizable army. This is going to be hard. I don't know if strong FD is a good answer to 12 Nexus, simply because of the amount of goons that he's going to have. And is he moving out before the tank? Okay, no, the tank is out. And the Dragoons are already on the bridge. Let's see, is range done? Range is not done yet, so this might actually have been a good move to move out this early. I think range is going to finish
just in time.
Just in time? Yeah. I would let's keep it on the range and see this. Oh, I like it. I like it. Yo, beautiful. Yo, nice. That Dragoon is definitely hurt. Is range almost done?
That's a lot of goons now. Range is about to finish. Zealot's gonna take some hits. Probe's coming out. Nice. Oh, he's gonna snipe the tank though.
That's that's the problem with moving out with only 1 tank at a time.
Oh no.
And that's GG. Yeah. And this is why you go mines behind it, because you place the, like, let's say you get busted hard, if you lay some mines on the way back, he's gonna be like, oh shit, I can't even punish this Terran anymore. Terran would have been behind, that's without question, but he would have at least not been dead.
Yep.
Anyway, so I do think that I don't know if I feel like that was like almost like a build order win. It was doable.
It's a build order win for sure. 12 next, if executed properly, it should be able to block FD, strong FD.
Yeah, simply because you get
even
more
two facts.
Yeah.
Which is fucking crazy.
I don't remember who told me this, but in some weird way, 12 Nex actually gets more goons faster than one gate Nexus.
Yeah.
Because your second gate is so delayed. So yeah, I feel like the better option would have been one other option that Terrans can do, and that's well, there's two main options when you see 12 Nex. It's either you bunker rush and send SCVs to kill the Nexus, or you go straight for mines and you double expand.
Yep, that's those two are the optimal response.
So I feel like our FD master just like he only knows how to FD maybe. I mean, the FD looked like it was going to be good until he kind of missed micro, lost
losing that first tank that early without the reinforcing tank, that hurt way too much.
All right, so let's update the brackets.
Well played.
Yep. Well played by Probu. All right, so we have Scaram. Oh no, we have. Oh whoa, no. All right, we have Probu. Yeah, Probu. Advancing into the winners match against Scaramanga. Let go, please. All right, and we have Blixt advancing into the loser match. Well, going into the loser match against Inaction. So let's find out how this one goes. Yep. So what are your predictions for this match?
Hard to say. I mean, I want to say Scar is the favorite, but Probe looks pretty solid.
Yeah, they both look like they know what they're doing. Yeah. Scaramanga, or at least Scaramanga. I think the first game was like a reality check. The first game from way back then.
Yeah.
The 8 racks. He's like, oh shit, I can't get away with that. Maybe I should actually try, right?
I don't think I've seen Scaramanga's put us to this point, so it should be pretty interesting to see how it plays out.
All right, let's find out. Alright, in the top left, we have our Teal Protoss, Probua.
And on the bottom right, we have the Orange Terran, TA Scaramanga.
So it's a cross-map position. I feel like 12 Nex is stronger cross-map.
Even stronger, yep.
Yep, and it all comes down to scouting. So, people saying hi, I'll say hi. Okay. So, I wonder, is Probua going to scout early again? I mean, is he going to go 12 Nexus again? That's the question. I don't really, honestly, I don't have much to say, so let's speed it up a little bit just to see what builds both players opt for. Looks like Scaramanga is going to place the depot right here, which, by the way, for all you Terran players out there, when you're in a position like this, you place your depot out here so that your SCV pops right here, you get a little bit better mining efficiency. And since you can wall with just a barracks and a factory, you're not really losing out on anything by building your first depot here.
Looks like Probes might be one for the same build.
Yeah, he scouts middle again.
I like how safe he plays though.
Well, yeah,
it's very good. And yep, it does look like 12 Nexus is going to be in effect.
Yep. So I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah.
And we are seeing Scaramanga going for that proper wall that I was talking about. Actually, I think this Rax is it one space to the left?
It should be good. We'll see. Yeah. It should be good though, from my experience.
I think it's one too many to the left. I think it's supposed to be right here. So I think this might not wall properly, but we'll find out soon. And I mean, unless he's going rack, she's going Rax FE.
Wow.
So
this is the proper response.
Well, I wouldn't say proper response. I mean, since you're not likely to scout a 12 Nex up until this point, it's just a pretty even exchange of builds, I would say. Yeah. And it's going to get scouted early. So this is what I guess a situation in which Probua gets a certain advantage from scouting so early, right? Because now he can imaginably go like 1 gate 3 Nexus.
Yeah.
Because he knows that Terran's going Rax FE. So let's see how he responds. He does already have his gateway. He has his gas coming, and we should see the CC coming anytime now. And he did go depot CC, which is good because he hasn't scouted the enemy yet, so he doesn't know if he needs to build additional Marines or not, I guess. Probe is harassing the SCV. I like to see that, but the Marines are right here. And wow, look at that, the reaction time from Probo. That was really good. Meanwhile, let's see. I would like to see. I would like to see him go cybernetics and then straight into a third Nexus.
You would definitely do that.
That would definitely help him keep the economic advantage. But he's going for 2 gate. Maybe he's going to go for a pressure build out of this. That's really should be your other option.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, he can go for the 3rd Nexus because he's not pressured to prepare for any early pushes or anything like that. It's interesting. Maybe he's going for the 2 gate to pressure the bunker.
Yeah, maybe. What if he goes to base Arbiter? What do you think about that? Because if you consider the fact that Terran's tech is a little bit delayed,
I've seen Protosses do that. So
12 Nexus into 2 base Arbiter.
It's definitely not out of the equation. Wasn't it a popular build for some time? Like 2 base fast Arb.
Well, it's popular now. It's popular now.
Yeah.
You don't have to go 12 next. Let's see, we have 2 Dragoons on the way. I feel like he's just going to play it safe and standard. That seems to be Probo's kind of MO. He just plays safe and standard, so he's going 2 gate because he knows he should 2 gate.
Yeah.
Even despite the fact that he saw Terran going Rax FE. So, like, in a practical sense, there's no need for him to go 2 gate here. If you notice, the factory isn't even done yet, so... I like how Scaramanga is staying alive and scouting, though. He's making sure that... I guess he would find out if Probo was going for a fast 3rd next if he didn't see 2 gates here. We see 2 Dragoons out. We see range on the way. And bunker pressure. Is this a 3rd command set? And actually, Scaramanga is the one that's going to go for a really... what's called a really economic build, and Hamtaro makes a good point. He says he also might not be used to adjusting his build based on what he sees, and that's definitely true for a lot of newer players or people who are at D ranks. They know the build, and they know that it's optimal. They might not know how to alter it based on what they see.
Right.
So they want to just be safe and continue with the build at all costs. I don't like this placement.
No, it's susceptible to goon.
Yeah, because. Now, the main reason that the Dragoons hit the bunker, it's not even to bust the bunker, because against any decent player, you're not going to. But it's the fact that this depot, he can park the goons here and have no risk of getting shot at by anything. Oh, no, okay. So the reason why you do this in the first place is to make the Terran pull SCVs and start repairing the building. And that costs you minimal. So, like, Terran is like, oh, I'm going to get an economic advantage by going Rax FE, but you start losing that economic advantage once you have to start repairing. And this depot is actually getting really close to dying. I wonder if he just gave up on it. He is at 40 out of 52, so it's not like he desperately needs it. And actually... Oh.
No, he needs to back up. Back up. Tank is out, though.
Yeah,
so.
Tank is out.
He needs to be careful with his tank.
Oh! No! And that's where you fucked up. Oh, but he's doing a good job with this SCV pull. Yeah, nice SCV pull. But this is still a dangerous situation for Terran.
It hurts.
Yeah. So whenever you're going Rax FE, you better believe that your SCV micro needs to be on point, your repair micro. But the first Vulture is out. I don't know if...
Is he going for the tank? He should, yes, and he gets the tank.
And there's no siege mode. Siege mode feels like it was a little bit late because he went for a second. Actually, I don't know. He has a lot of gas. Well, he actually no, doesn't.
It's very nice micro.
It's Protoss that doesn't have a lot right now. I mean, doesn't have a lot of units and has a lot of money, but it's because he's so focused on this push. At this point, I feel like it takes 3 Dragoons a lot of time to kill SCVs. I think he would have been better off macroing and expanding.
Is he going for the mine drag? Never mind.
There is no mines. Yeah, he's getting siege mode right now.
Oh, no.
And this looks like it's all but over. I mean, there's really no amount of units that could stop this. I mean, he's just going to lose a lot. At this point, if I was Protoss, I would just expand. And what is he doing? He's adding
gate. For 4 gate? Is he going for a bust?
If this, I mean, it is viable. I mean, the Terran has already lost so much mining time and SCVs. That would have been a great option too. But I feel like the Protoss just wasn't macroing at the time. If you look at his minerals,
yeah, no. If you look at his pro count, it's relatively similar to Scara's SCV count, 35 to 31.
It's actually lower. It's lower actually. Yeah. So this is a really important lesson right here. There's something that someone told me a long time ago. It's like, it doesn't matter how good your micro is. Even if you win the engagement, you're not going to have enough units to do anything about it afterwards. It's better to build a new army than it is to micro the one that you already have. And Hamtaro brings up a good point. He does still have 3 CC, so actually Scare is still in a good place.
Yeah.
As long as he secures this 3 CC safely. The third Nexus is going down, so Probo kind of realizes that, oh shit, I've been spending my money. I kind of fucked up there. I feel like he kind of like smelled blood and tried to go in. He's like, yo, I'm gonna win this now.
I feel like after he busted that bunker, he kind of had this hope where he could just try to end the game, but...
Yeah, but Scaramanga's SCV micro was pretty decent.
It was pretty good.
And Probo is kind of like, mom spaghetti. Like,
yeah, no, he definitely focused way too much trying to...
control 3 Dragoons instead of making 6 more and a Nexus, but... We're seeing 8 gate now.
Crap.
8 gate. I'm not sure if I like this. At this point, I would rather see a Citadel started, or at least actually the Citadel should be done by now. He already has 1,000 gas. He could have definitely been going for Arbiters at this stage. I feel like these are just kind of like panic gates. Like shit, my macro is so bad. I need to make more units.
I'm also not liking that he's not making that many probes.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what this economic advantage would be for.
Here, he's going for a bust. Oh no. Not good. No bueno. So, I don't think a bust is even viable at this point. I mean, even with a shuttle and some zealots in it.
There's no Citadel to back it up.
Yeah. And, I mean, I guess the bust would be viable over here. By the way, you do not need this third depot. All you need is these 2.
Yep. 2 is fine.
This one's absolutely unnecessary. It would be better to put a turret here or 2 than to put your siege tank back here, maybe a turret here, to deny any shuttle shenanigans, and because that's exactly what's coming up soon. And I wonder if Scaramanga's aware of it. He is adding 1 scan here and no scans here. It seems like Scaramanga just seems to be not good at placing his scans when he needs to in both matchups.
I agree with that.
Like, it was convenient for him to place this scan, even though his CC, I believe, is in the wrong place. Isn't it supposed to be, like, over here?
CC is fine.
Okay. Well, either way, he was landing his command center. That's why it was convenient for him to build a comsat, but he's not. He hasn't added one here yet. And he just started now, yeah. +1 is on the way, which is good. I don't like the fact that Probo doesn't have an obs inside this base, and he doesn't have an obs over here. At this point, he should most definitely have an observer. Wow, this is something. I guess this. I mean, you might as well just make another one here too, so you have a 2-layer wall, right? But anyway, the obs is crucial. It's for finding out when. He
fast obs.
Yeah, he waited for obs speed in order to check on the Terran base, which I think is definitely a mistake. If there was I mean, I guess he's going 8 gate, so he's safe from any kind of factory all in. But if he had sent the obs here earlier, he would have known about the 3rd base and probably taken his own 4th base earlier and 5th base earlier.
Because 3 base versus 3 base in this matchup, no good for T.
3 base versus 3 base, and with at this point, really late Arbiter, yeah, and he's supply blocked as well. This is cute building placement, but what happens when you try to place too many gateways on 1 pylon or 2 pylons, you end up building not enough pylons. So you should definitely expand your pylon count. He's going to try to expand here, but this vulture is already waiting. For anyone who's relatively new, I want to mention that it is a good idea to expand because Protoss wants to be on at least 1 more base than Terran, and he actually did see the vulture while he was building that, and now he sees him. Oh, nice. Oh, but
he knew.
Yeah. Both players playing pretty solid. I mean, like, there's some minor flubs here and there, but both players are playing relatively intelligent. I say, whoa, nice.
Placement, going for 12 fuck. Oh, he couldn't get it. Did he see it?
No, I don't think he saw it. I think he
think he was just trying to clear mines on 1 o'clock.
Yeah, but there are cannons already here. I hate Protoss players who do this, but I can't really argue against it. I mean, it wastes money, but if you don't have the APM or the foresight, yeah. So.
Nice reaction to this back up.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't just listen to vultures like that. No. Get some mines, man.
Did he pick up the tank, though? He picked up the tank, so he's going to drop...
This is actually pretty good tank placement.
Oh, but the zealots are ready. Oh, wait. I was about to say...
Are they blocked?
No, I don't think so. They're good.
Ah, they're good.
Yeah. And this drop turned out to be a major loss. He killed 1 probe. So...
No probes at his main. I think 12 o'clock is also not mining.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good, though, in that regard.
He was a bit slow to pull the probes back, and I wonder where they are. Oh, here they are. They're traveling here.
He needs more probes, dude.
Yeah, 38 probes is not acceptable for this stage of the game. You should be at least at 50. Yeah. And look at Scaramanga, 64 SCVs. This is exactly around the number where you want to be. And look at him now. Because of that, he gets to add factories like a madman. And Scaramanga is looking really scary here. I'm actually really worried for Proboa. I feel like his early game is really strong because he knows what he's doing. But at
fourth command center in the making.
Dude, Scaramanga is scary, dude. I'm telling you for real. Scaramanga is scary. He is adding probes now, but it's a little bit too late, I feel like. You notice how broke he is now compared to the amount of money he had before, and he still hasn't added any gateways. It's going to be, excuse me, 9 gate against 8 fac, which is not a good place for Protoss to be. And he's had this third base for a while now, it feels like, and he hasn't transferred any probes, and the vultures are waiting. Very good placement by Scaramanga here. If there's an unescorted probe transfer, which a lot of newer Protoss players do, these vultures are going to clean house. They can kill 12 vultures really quickly. But
wow, I think Scar is still supply blocked.
Yeah, he's been supply blocked for a while. Wow. It's actually crazy that that he's being outsupplied by Proboa, who has fewer SCVs. That's one thing to note. Proboa has 20 less SCVs, but up until now he had 20 more armies. So that means that there is actually a relatively big discrepancy in army size right now. And looks like Scaramanga's gearing up for probably looks like a 2-1 push.
Yep.
2-1 at 180.
Although I do not see the second army. Holy crap! Adding 2 more factories.
Yeah, this is gonna be a scary. This is gonna be a scary push. I mean, he knows he's rich. He knows he got supply blocked. And I feel like part of the problem is this SCV isn't trapped, but he's not building any depots right now. At this point in the game, we want to be building depots constantly. Because the rate at which you produce vultures is insane. And you certainly have the money for it, and you're really not doing much here. I'm not sure about moving out like this. I don't know if it's worth it.
I think it's just a missed rally.
I mean, when you're right here, what are you doing and where are you going, you know?
Yeah.
And Protoss sees this too, and if Protoss can flank at this point, I guess from here and here, you're not really gaining any position by being out here. There's really no point for you to be out here at all, I feel like.
Well, wouldn't it be good to just be out there for the sake of being out there, instead of having Protoss contain your main?
No, I mean, the Protoss contain is not really a thing, because you can slow push
with things. But it delays the push.
Yeah, true, but I don't know, I also feel like he left himself vulnerable, and I feel like this is what he needed to be doing. You move out with your first vessel and Goliath to kill the obs first, and then you can move out and take that center.
Not a bad idea.
And on top of the fact that he has scans too, and we actually see a drop over here. The drop gets in there, and he looks like he's going to do some economic damage.
Get down. Get some probes. There we go.
Yeah. Probe count's still on the low side. I mean, he only lost 2 from that drop, I think. It did slow him down, and now Scaramanga's supply is climbing up again. Both players getting pretty rich, and I've actually seen this a lot recently from players. They go for Templar instead of Arbiter.
Yeah. If you notice his supply count or army composition, not many zealots, dude.
Yeah, this is a bad engage. Yeah.
Shouldn't go in. I mean, maybe.
This is too deep. This is too deep. You should never attack an established position from Terran. The storms aren't where. Oh
no!
Come on, storm him! Storm!
More storms!
More storm!
I like the storms.
Yeah.
No, he had so many more storms, dude.
Yeah,
this is a horrible trade.
This is why you don't attack an established position from Terran. You wait until they unsiege and start trying to go somewhere. And now look, it's like Terran now still has the majority of his army left alive. Look at that supply difference, 60 supply advantage, whereas Protoss lost most of his army. And he's still only on 9 gates against what we learned was 5. 12 fac against 9 gate. That's really not a place you want to be at. And Scaramanga looking scary as fuck, honestly. And here's the first Arbiter, though. It has no energy. And yeah, this is a wrap.
It's gonna get melted.
Yeah, this is
4th base gonna go down, no problem.
Yeah, 4th base that really just only recently started mining. He only got a little bit over 100 on a couple of the minerals. And I like this. He's using the vultures to chase back the dragoons, and he's probably gonna lay mines on the path between the natural and here. And in the meantime, he's going to take out both of these bases. This is pretty much ideal Terran pushing play right here. And actually, he's going to go in for the... I'm not sure I agree with this decision. That was an absolute waste of vultures. There's no... You know that this is where the Protoss rallies all of his 8 gateways. You know, you're not going to be able to engage here favorably. But he is going to start pushing up this hill, up this cliff. Use scan to push up, kill this cannon. Good. He's probably going to unsiege and walk up here and then target down the Nexus. That's exactly what you want to see in this kind of play. And the Protoss is kind of desperate to do something about it.
Yeah, the army count is way too big.
Yeah, the discrepancy is amazing.
When the Terran is almost 100 supply above you, it's not good.
Yeah. And I mean, he'll deny this 4th base, but like at what cost?
Never mind, he's going back. He's doing a good job distracting him, separating that army. Nice tank placement. Baits up the 1A.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And there's the 2-1. 2-1 probably just finished not too long ago. Wow. And this is why you can't go too Dragoon heavy. You definitely need Zealots. And damn. For Protoss, one bad engagement and it's all over. Actually, for Terran too. For both races, one bad engagement could spell quick death in this matchup.
Yep.
But it doesn't help the fact that Probo was down on gateways, down on economy, even before the engagement happened. I feel like that's the major reason.
That was the killer right there. I
Yeah.
mean, his early game was strong, but he didn't capitalize after having such a big advantage.
Yeah, he had a good position, but I can't even say he had a good advantage though, because he didn't macro while doing
He had
it.
a good advantage until that point. He busted the bunker. He got the cross position 12x. He got the bunker down. He got the first tank down.
Yeah.
But nothing to back that up.
Yeah, no
so
capitalization.
It was a very short advantage.
I would say that the gameplay, like the ideas behind what he's doing, are good.
Yeah.
But the multitasking is just not there, and that's where Probo should really focus on, from what I'm seeing. But he is clearing up this push now. He is making more Zealots, realizing that Zealots are incredibly good against solitarily sieged tanks. And he does save his 3rd base. He's at 35 SCVs now. I mean, 35 probes now. Scaramanga lost a couple, but it's nothing tragic. It looks like he's planning on expanding here again.
Yep.
And it should be no...
out,
Yeah, his natural is almost mined out. His 3rd is still pretty healthy. I mean, he's got like 400, 500 minerals on some of these.
I wonder what the medic's for. It's cute. Optical flare.
Yeah, but what are you flaring though? Yeah, but what is the Arbiter like? Arbiter doesn't have to see anything to recall.
Swag.
Yeah, swag, I guess. It would be more swag if he had a ghost. I feel like Scaramanga's is kind of feeling himself right now.
Yeah, right.
He's kind of feeling himself. Look at him, the unsieged tank pressure.
Dude, like as a Protoss facing a turn like that, that's how you know you're fucked. When a turn's not sieging,
he's like doesn't even care. He's gonna hit you with the pom poms. And Scaramanga is just long distance mining actually. Oh, this DT right here. That's why 6 kills. Yo, so
I like it.
Probo is trying to edge his way back into the game.
I like it.
Their money and their supply is actually looking kind of similar now.
So Scara on 1 base, Probo on 2 base. I think 12 is getting attacked. 12 is getting attacked.
Yeah.
Though, so yeah, it looks like in terms of economy, he's kind of pulling back.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's happening. Do you think it's arbiters?
I think Scara just kind of dropped the ball. Maybe got a little too confident.
He did overcommit.
Yeah.
That 11 factory, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Get some probes.
It's 12 factory actually.
Holy crap.
And now, but again, Probo is down to 24 probes, but at this point in the game, it's actually helping him a little bit because you can't mine 2 dead bases with more than that, you know? So, well, I wouldn't say helping, but it's not hurting him as bad as it should. Whereas Scaramanga has 54 SCVs on 1 mineral line, and he just now put down his other 3rd base. Probo is actually way richer than Scaramanga. It would be interesting to see if he macros up and plays really well here. He might get his way back into the game.
It's all about defending that 12 o'clock right now.
He needs to defend it.
To go up ASAP. Nice. Is he gonna flank?
I think so.
His Nexus is gonna go down.
Oh wow, yeah, no, he needs to target. Would you target this Nexus?
Yes.
No.
No. He needs to target that Nexus, but he clears it. No problem.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And yo, the stasis on the
So I feel like if he goes to 3 o'clock right now, that'll be huge.
Yeah, but Scaramanga's finally macroing again. I feel like, and
wow.
But Scaramanga's broke. Are all his factories pumping? Yeah, this is what happens when you have 11 factories pumping. You go from rich to broke really quick. So this is the added benefit of having good production. But look at this. This is wild. I mean, and look, wow. Probo is taking his 4th base after having just barely secured his 3rd, and I think this is going to get taken down really quick. And he is at 3-2 upgrades now. You need to see a cancel on this. This is going to be bad here too. These mines, really well placed. Good idea. The Zealots aren't even on move, so they're going to get hurt really bad by this. Or actually not. Mines are bad.
Wow. Is he going to block the stasis?
Yeah.
Actually, not even needed.
Yeah, he's not going to need it.
Wow.
He might as well save
Very
it.
nice hold. Besides, just keep this 4th base.
Really good play. And at the same time, though, nice ball! Sweet. Oh, but the Arbiter didn't have energy. It's at 92. No, pull it back. You need that. Oh, look at that. Look at that timing.
No tanks to defend this.
Are there tanks? No, there's no tanks. He's going to try to push up. Stardom versus Infinity? I don't think that's today, dude. That's tomorrow. We're casting the... Or unless maybe it was last week, Stardom versus Infinity, but I think it's tomorrow that is going to be happening. And Skyramega finally gets his SCVs over here, and suddenly the game doesn't look as imbalanced as it was before. 40 probes to 55. Both players on 2 mining bases. Skyramega still has a significant supply lead, but it hasn't been, it hasn't been showing in his victories. He hasn't been winning.
Right.
And right now, this actually looks kind of scary because the lack of ob presence on the map makes any attack a surprise attack. If you had more obs, like an obs here maybe, and an obs here, he would know where Terran's doing at all times. But now he's gonna lose all these probes.
This might be it.
Yeah, this is really bad for him right here.
Don't pull back. Go for it. But no obs. Okay, there we go.
Okay, speed obs is.
I'm not sure
good.
It might be too late.
He lost 11 probes there. And this Nexus is in trouble. I mean, Vultures do damage pretty slowly, but but with this amount, and with the goons blocking the ramp, yeah, this Nexus is toast. He's trying to get in there, and he's desperate to do some damage, but he has to prevent the Vultures from running away at least. And it looks like Skyramega has no intention of running away. He's just like, I got what I came here for, and I'm not stopping. And now he is trying to take his 5th base now, actually, even though he's pretty broke himself. So I only got 200 minerals.
Nice snipe.
I don't know why he didn't just attack with the Zealous there. This is when you move in. There's mines.
Disengagement.
Oh no!
Why?
He's going for the empty 3rd base. Oh no! He just took his army into a better position. This is good. I like this. But the EMP was clutch over there. It hit all of the Dragoons pretty much. And the 3-2 is really showing right now against the 1-1 of Protoss. That AFK Dragoon micro. Damn!
Ouch.
And look! Now we see Skyramega's master plan from earlier in the game. Like, I remember I told him to build a depot here, and he did.
Yeah.
He knows.
It's not looking good for our probe hero.
Yeah, Probo. I mean, he's fighting for these last 20 minerals here, and it's not like Scaramanga desperately needs this gas, and he just lost everything. And he is remaking this 4th base, but it's not going to hold up to the next push.
Losing that 4th base, it hurt.
And the 11 probes that were there more so.
Oh man, that's a lot of pain.
He still hasn't remade that, and yes, now Scaramanga's army's advantage is looking scary once again.
Storm could be the difference.
Yeah, but...
Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god!
Yo, that pullback. Oh, but he gets sniped. See, another snipe? No snipe. Yo, alright, this is a perfect line. Yes, nice. He needs the support there, though.
Holy crap.
That's actually perfect. That was a perfect engage.
That was a great siege position. Got a perfect arc. So much coverage.
So much goon soup right here. Made a pretty little bird. And yeah, there's nothing that Protoss can do to stop this. I have to give Probo props for trying to fight that back, but I feel like it was as much Probo doing well as Scaramanga just doing shitty.
Yeah, I mean, like, Probo had that very small timing window, I feel like.
Probo says GG plus. Yeah, last time it was GG plus, now it's GG plus plus.
Do you think that's like a rating system?
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll give this 2.
5 pluses, I think I'll give you a 2. you had the advantage, but you kind of fucked up, dog.
Yeah. All right. So what can we say about our players in this one? I'd say Proba. He could have adapted his build better to what the Terran was doing. He could have either committed to the bust by getting more units.
Yeah.
Instead of microing the units he already had.
Are you talking about like when he went 4-gate, he should have gone for like a Bulldog?
Yeah, he could have tried to, and especially considering Scaramanga was getting a third base, even if Proba didn't know about it, if he found out about it, be like, oh shit, well thanks, right? Yeah. Like that would have set Scaramanga back really far back. Proba also didn't have good multitask during his push, and his obs, he needed obs either checking the factory count, because once you see that there's like 2 factories for like 10 minutes, you know that there's a third base.
Yeah.
Or the obs could have seen the third base, and that would have definitely should have affected the way Proba played.
The observer was definitely too late to scout.
Yeah, he waited for speed before he went out with the observer. That's not necessary.
Not acceptable.
And do you have any tips for Scaramanga?
For Scaramanga, I think that his army, some of his engagements were pretty poor. He had the army advantage the whole time, but it was so close for like the majority of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that could have been avoided. Just mass the army and just go when the 2-1 is done. I feel like he did it a little too early, like 160 supply or so. And for some reason that cost him.
You know what I think also? First of all, he went 11 fact, right? So
that was balls deep.
The thing is, 11 fact's not bad. No, 12 fact. It's not like it's bad, but I feel like it's overbearing.
It's overbearing.
The only reason he did that is because his macro was bad to begin with. If his macro was good, he would never have needed 12 factories.
I think he's off 3 base, 8 factory.
9 factory, I thought.
8 or 9 factory is all you need.
Yeah. So, and then also one thing I noticed about Scaramanga is that he tried to expand to the 4th base that was not on the side that he was pushing on.
Yeah.
He was pushing vertically to the 3rd, but expanding to the left.
Question, do you think that if Cobra went for a recall, that might have shifted the game? Because he did have the Arbiter tech, and I feel like recall might have caused some damage, honestly.
I don't know.
No anti-recall.
He never had enough army to use recall.
That's fair.
Like the amount of army that he had at any point in time was only enough.
His entire army.
Yeah, it was only enough to maintain the bases he was struggling to keep. So I feel like a recall would be too little, too late. And yeah, Scaramanga didn't have any recall defense, but in this case, he didn't really need it.
That's a good point.
One more thing I want to bring up about Probo is the fact that he engaged into a sieged up Terran position with no Arbiter and with poor storming. That's something you never want to do.
Also, that first engagement, he had no zealots. If you don't have zealots, just don't go in.
Exactly.
Especially versus the setup Terran.
Yeah.
Just chilling. That's just not good.
Yeah, that's one of the fucked up things about Terran is you can't engage them when they're set up. You have to catch them off guard.
Yep.
And Scaramanga also, I'm not sure if he should have moved out there before he killed the ops that saw him move out into the center of the map.
Normally Terrans do that.
Yeah, you move out with a few Goliaths and a science vessel, and then you move your whole army out.
Right.
Okay. I think that pretty much covers that game. Let's see what the brackets look like now. Oh. Alright, so we got Scaramanga. I don't get why he's doing this. Why are you doing this to me? Okay. Everything was working perfectly earlier, I swear. Oh, transparent selection is off for some reason. Okay. Alright, so Scaramanga. I have it over here now. Now I can do this. Scaramanga is the winner 2-0 in the group.
Correct.
And we have... Where is he? RQ Prabhu is going... Oh, shit. RQ Prabhu is going to loser of Game 3. And now we have In Action versus Blixt.
Yep.
For the losers match. Okay. Alright, so it's Blixt versus In Action. Are we going to see another natural third hatch in this game? Are we going to go for 4 for 4?
Wouldn't be surprised, dude.
And I think this is our first time seeing Blix do TVZ. So
yeah, the past games I've seen were all TVZ.
I want to see what his... he probably picked one build, and he's probably good at it.
Dude, but I feel like... I don't know, like at lower levels, I feel like I've seen FD features happen.
In TVZ?
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, dude. It's probably... It might happen at lower level. The execution's pretty bad.
The 1-1-1 build also?
The 1-1-1 build is...
I mean, he's from SC2. The 1-1-1 might work, so... Alright, so... We have, on the top left, we have the white Zerg in action.
On the bottom right, we have the orange Zerg Blix, aka 1CC3.
It's the orange Terran, but... You said orange Zerg.
Sorry, orange Terran, yeah.
Alright, so some more early game banter. I wonder who's going to cheese. I guess this is lag. But anyway, we do see the cross movement overlord. Are we going to see an early drone scout? I'm actually really surprised because I feel like back when I was starting up at the game, no one was playing safe. Everyone was playing balls to the wall, like late scout, no scout, right? So far, most of the players we've seen, they all do early scout. You know, like early drone scout, early probe scout. And I like this. What Blix showing his knowledge of the game. He's placing the what's called the depot here to make the SCV pop out early, and we do see an early drone scout. Like I really just don't understand what the point of this is at this point. I mean, this overlord is going to get here just in time to stop any BBS shenanigans, or at least to know about any BBS
something he just like grinds out. I don't know, that'd be like a habit or something.
Yeah, or maybe like he does it in ZVZ, so he does it all the time now. Because like if you think about it this way, he didn't find anything.
Nope.
So what prompts him to know that 12 hatch is safe? This drone isn't really doing anything. This drone would do just as much by being like 30 seconds later. So we can slow it down now. All right, so we have 12 hatch against Rax. One depot so far, no second depot, and it looks like it's gonna be Rax FE. Yep, command center. So Blix shows that he does know the build somewhat. This drone is gonna start harassing now, but the Marine is out already, and let's see if he saves the drone. The drone is crucial to save. One thing that should be noted is that every drone counts way more for Zerg than they do for Terran or Protoss, especially this early in the game. One drone is one drone is 1/12 of his economy. That's what, 8%. So you're getting 8% less minerals every time for every drone that's not mining. And we do see 3 hatch, so it looks like we do have 3 hatch Mutalisk, and now he does place his 3rd hatch at the ramp. So hopefully he'll try to pull something sneaky with his tech placement. I love it when Zergs place their tech somewhere where you can't scan it. And if you're in a series play, I would just place it everywhere. Like game 1, place it in the main. Game 2, place it in the natural. Game 3, place it at the 3rd. So every time you force the Terran to waste more scans. And these depots out here, it looks... Oh no, I was about to say, I thought it was 2 depot. Honestly, I don't think that this depot does anything out here, does it?
Not much, besides the added SimCity.
Yeah, but Zerglings run through here anyway.
But you can, like the SCV, the way it was right now, you can just hold position that.
True.
So.
And we have 6 Zerglings, well 5 and 1 probably, 5 Zerglings out, and Layers on the way. Pretty good timing. And we have a second gas.
It's a fast second gas.
Yeah, I actually used to think that you needed your second gas as soon as you start Layer, but when do you actually need it? Do you know?
I think.
Oh, and here's the run by. He seems to be a fan of the run by. No, I feel like he knows that even a bunker doesn't, like with 2 or 3 Marines at this stage of the game, doesn't do enough damage to stop all his lings.
Right.
And that was actually good control there too. He killed an SCV and a Marine, so I want to see him try to pick off some more SCVs here. Oh, and good micro from Blix here. Oh,
nice micro.
Spaghetti. Oh, he sniped it. Yeah, he caught it. He caught it. That was actually really good from.
This is a relatively late gas, don't you think? For 3 barracks. Because normally I know people go 2 barracks into gas. So this is pretty late.
Or some people even get gas before their second barracks too.
Yeah, no, it's 1 barracks gas into.
I feel like he got distracted. I think
possibly. Wait, is that more Zerglings coming out?
Yeah, there's more Zerglings.
Thanks, Harmtaro. I don't know how to play Zerg. Zerg is too hard, dude.
Yeah, neither of us are really good. And I like this SCV scout right here. It saves scans that he doesn't have.
Wow, and he gets to see the Spire for free.
Yeah, exactly. So he doesn't have to spend any scans on anything. And he's just going to chill here. The Zerglings are probably came out here just to stop the scout. All right, so these 2 Overlord placements, I don't agree with them. They can both get sniped if there's even a small Marine force out. I would put one over here And this one, I like placing this one between the what's called the main and the third.
Yep.
To see when the command center's floating over. Exactly. I mean, you're gonna lose that overlord.
Catches drop.
Yeah.
Padding, so
yeah.
It's pretty great.
Mm-hmm. And he is making more Zerglings right now too. I'm not sure if I agree with this.
Zerglings on the way.
Yeah, I'm not
sure. Not that many Zerglings. And that's a lot of Marines.
Yeah, unlike Scaramanga, 1 CC3, aka Blix, is making a lot of Marines.
Do you think his signature build something like 5 racks push?
Well, this is 3 racks right now. He's not committing. He's not committing right now. I do feel like he's getting this tech really, really late. The Academy needs to be mad a lot earlier and the E-Big a lot earlier.
Because, like, think about it. If he didn't have that CV in his base to scout the Spire,
he could have been fucked, yeah. And another thing to think about also is that the later your Academy, the later your medics, and the later your medics, the less energy they have from you to harass.
Good point.
Especially since you're very likely to be stimming constantly against mutas, because like mutas come in, you stim, they dip, and then they come back like 10 seconds later, you have to stim again, they dip. So, are we going to see 9 mutalisks come out at the same time here? We see 3.
This is how it's done. Nice.
Actually, some of them are a little bit later. Yeah, these 3 are a little bit late, but it's a lot more combined than it was in the previous game, and I think it's because of the fact that there was no marine.
He only has 2 drones on gas. Oh no. You need as much gas as you can.
Yeah, but he's actually still decently well on gas. I think it's his he should have been building his hydrogen by now. That's the problem. Yep. And I feel like that's what's hurting his 3rd expansion is the fact that he doesn't have hydrogen yet. Again, his drone count is precipitously low. 19 drones is not enough to fund 3-hatch Muta or pretty much anything at this stage, I think. I feel like you're supposed to have like 51 supply. I think when you
51. Yeah.
When after
51 to like 55.
After you get 9 mutalisks, so that means that you pretty much. I mean, he does have 8 Zerglings, and that's on top of the 6 Zerglings he built earlier. Yep. So that's probably why he's always low on drones. And I don't know if those Zerglings are worth it. Those 8 Zerglings haven't done anything for him since he made them, and you could always make panic Zerglings later. So I feel like if he made drones instead of Zerglings, it would be better off. And these Zerglings are actually in trouble right now. But he stems and walks in. He actually loses Marines to these Zerglings.
Holy crap.
But at the same time, these Mutalisks are coming in. And they found a little hole here. I mean, they could abuse this high ground because he doesn't have vision of it, or at least not very good vision of it. And it looks like
I think Blitz is just gonna ignore this Muta push.
Yeah.
Let's push himself.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's not a lot. That's not enough Summons. I saw 4 medics. Could 1A right now. Losing an Overlord hurts as well. Oh no. He could just go in.
Oh, but he needs to combine first. He needs to gather up first. Good.
Like now.
Yeah, now go. Bust. He doesn't have range.
Wow.
You need range for a bust. Look how close this Marine had to get in order to shoot. You need range to bust a build like this. And the Lurkers are late because the Hydroden is late. Oh, this is really bad. And no, but the Mutalisks come back on time. And
I don't know.
I feel like range was a really key factor there. Yeah, if he had range, he would have done so much more work. And wow,
no, he's the game.
Wow. So that's GG. I mean, I don't think he should have left the game, honestly. He wasn't in too terrible of a position.
Not at all.
I mean, we weren't looking at the macro. Maybe he wasn't macroing properly behind that. So if he had absolutely no army, then yeah, the Mutalisk would have hurt him badly. But it's not like he went all in. It's not like he went 5 racks.
Not all in at all.
And it's not like Zerg had a 3rd base. Zerg didn't even have Lurkers yet. So this is one of those cases where people give up when one thing goes wrong for them. You can definitely keep fighting. People that win games from behind all the time. Even when it seems like all is lost, it often isn't. So, the moral of that is don't give up. And all right, so what can we say for our players that we haven't said already? I mean, for Inaction, I already mentioned that his Lurker is late. He has 2 low drones when he's going Mutalisk. Those lings might have been unnecessary. What about Blixt?
So Blixt, late scout, or not late scout, late scan rather. Mm-hmm. That hurt a lot. The lack of range, it hurt when trying to bust.
Late Academy.
That extra damage a little earlier. The Summons were down, maybe it could have helped, but just generally, don't give up that early, man.
So we have what's his face?
Action?
No. Who just played Action? Yeah.
Blixt.
Action and Blix just played. Yeah. So Action. Oh crap. Action moves on to the game 5, and Blixt is our first eliminated player from the group. Did he really? Yeah, he lost, right? Yeah, he definitely lost. Okay. And we do have a note from Al Master. It says, Action had to leave, so Probu got the walkover. So that's unfortunate because Action, I think he had a chance against Probu.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we have in Action as the eliminated 1-2. Yeah, but it said Action had to leave, right?
Yep, Action had to leave.
Oh, yeah, Action had to leave, okay. Against RQ Probu. Okay. So that's our group 1. Our advancing players are Scaramanga the Terran and RQ Probu the Protoss. And I feel like from what I've seen so far, this tournament has been pretty Terran and Protoss heavy.
It has.
Yeah, and just like ASL, right?
Yep.
Like there's only 2 Zergs left, I think, that can possibly qualify.
What? Soulkey, J-Dog?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it.
That's crazy.
So yeah, maybe it's a product of the FS. Maybe the pro gamers map imbalance is being passed down to us. But